Hello and welcome back to the Tea and a Butty podcast. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Erica.
And this is our Travel and Culture Week episode.
Yeah.
And we're going to be talking about in hiking. Now, what is into
I was going to say...
into hit? See, it's getting me all messed up here. In hiking.
Yeah, I was going to say, what is in hiking, Dominic?
Well, I don't know. I was hoping you could tell me.
You remember those, videos, or I think it was, videos you used to watch in school sometimes when you're learning about something.
And it would be some kind of, and then it would, someone would come and say, hello, we're talking about so-and-so's today. And then some woman would turn around and go, what is into in? In hiking.
Yes. So what is it?
Well, it's basically what we were talking about in our episode about the Cotswold Way.
Oh, right.
And hikers will be familiar with it. It's, you basically walk a day with a day pack, and, you're walking to a hotel or a
day pack, meaning, anything you would need for that day.
Yeah, water, snacks, drinks, other drinks and food and stuff, you know. And you just walk a route, between an inn to an inn, like a hotel to a hotel, or a bed and breakfast to a bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
And, you, depending on the trip, you'll have your luggage if you have a lot of luggage. If you're coming from overseas to do a hike in, the Cotswold Way or somewhere, you'd have someone to transfer your bulky luggage between the inns, as they call them.
And the inns are in different towns.
They're in different towns. Yeah. They're in, and you just walk between them all day,
Yeah.
And I think about that, and we were just talking about it, weren't we?
Yeah.
I was like, and I'm like, yeah, I want to see things, and I want to stop, and I'd just be like, okay, we're on a schedule here. We got to get here before nightfall.
Yeah, I would think I want to do it, but I think you would just freaking cheese me right off.
Cheese me right off. You are cheesing me off. I am here with a cute little paddock full of cattle I want to see. And you're like, oh no, we gotta go. We're in the bike lane.
Cute little goats that need a smooshing,
Cute little chickens, cute little pigs. It's all farmland. It's all cute.
But what inspired this is, we've talked about the Cotswolds Way.
The Cotswold Way.
Cotswold Way. Yeah. Whatever. Hike.
Because, I don't know if it's the Cotswolds Way or the Cotswold Way.
Well, is it? It's, because it's the Cotswolds.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, we've talked about that in a separate podcast. If you haven't heard that one, go listen to it.
Go look for it. We've done it. It's somewhere. Go do a search on our pages.
But the other day, I was on TikTok, as I am.
Well, it's just, she's just got one of those hats now that has the phone thing, and it's constantly locked on TikTok.
Like on Wall-E.
Was it on Wall-E?
I don't know if it came off of their hat, but yeah, they had a screen in front of them constantly.
It was,
I'm not that bad.
You haven't got a chair.
I'm not just in my chair.
I'm sure people who have just got chairs that just kind of whir around, and they're just like that with their little cup holders, and they got a screen there, and that's terrifying.
Yeah.
The horrors that we do not love.
Yeah. But anyway, I was on TikTok. A video came up of this woman who was hiking a similar trail in France. I can't remember specifically where she was in France. I don't know if you went and found that video, but
yeah.
Oh my God, it was gorgeous. And I was just like, yeah, I really think I would like to do that. But she was an American woman, and she said at the beginning of the video something about there are no trails like this in the state, or this kind of thing doesn't exist in the States.
This doesn't exist in the States.
Meaning,
this kind of in hiking.
Into
Hotel to hotel hiking.
Or B&B to B&B, because basically that's what they're like. Over here we think an inn. I don't know what people think of when they hear the word inn. It's not really a word that we use that much. We say hotel or...
Hotel, yeah, I mean, it's basically
or a B&B, you know. And an inn is more like a B&B.
An inn, yeah, it's like a pub that's, a hotel that's attached to a pub,
Yeah.
really.
Well, on the Cotswolds hike, um,
Yeah.
I know that somebody that we watched that was doing it, one of the places was just like literally someone's house. I don't even know if they had more than one extra room. They just had an extra room that
Oh, yeah.
they rented out to them,
Yes.
because
Because
there's different types of accommodations that you can choose from, I
yeah.
think,
Yeah.
when you do it.
Yeah.
But um so anyway, that was essentially this woman's point, was that this kind of thing doesn't exist in the United States, where you have a B&B that you start at, or you start from, and then you hike for a day to another one, and then you stay there, and in the meantime someone has taken your luggage for you from
Yeah.
X place to Y place,
Yeah.
and
And
in
then
the
to Z
comments,
place.
of course.
Of course, you've got people the dissenters in the
Yeah.
comments. The people who like to shout you down if you're wrong.
Yeah.
Which we've had before,
Would in the comments you had a load of people going, "What are you talking about? Of course
What
there's
the?
places like that in the United States.
And,
There's so many things like that in
and
the United States."
and she kind of like halfway defended it, but didn't really. There was a lot of people going, no, that there isn't really.
Well, somebody pointed out one
There should
specific.
be a lot more than there is.
Well, I don't see how there could be, though. I mean, we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah,
But
we will. Don't you better stay tuned for that.
Somebody in the comments brought up a specific one that exists in Vermont, I guess.
Vermont.
And
yeah, there's one
said,
that goes the long trail. It goes from Vermont up to the the
and
whole
she
length
replied,
of the state.
Well, she replied to them, it's not the same thing, because it's a circuit. It's a loop.
Yeah.
And there are 2 different days where you have to drive. Like, I guess you can't hike. The trail doesn't exist.
Yeah, and unless you want to walk on the road, and who wants to walk on the road,
Yeah, so,
But yeah, no, I think driving is like 2 to 4 days of driving or something. I was like, wow, that's good.
I just assumed she meant you had to drive
To get there.
I wouldn't think it's going to be 2 to
I don't know.
days
Yeah,
of driving.
I don't know.
Vermont.
I was trying to make sense of it.
I think it just
the
meant,
comments were all just like everyone was bashing her.
I just took it to mean there were 2 different days of the hike being in quotation marks, that you couldn't hike. You had to drive from point A to point B, and then your hike started up again.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's what I mean, I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's how I understood it anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. You've done some research to what kinds of trails we have over here.
I mean, the Pacific North. We've got the Pacific Northwest Trail, which
is the trail that they did in what was that book that they turned into a movie with Reese Witherspoon, and then Lorelai Gilmore wants to do that, do it because of the
I don't
movie.
know. Yeah, it does sound familiar.
Because it's like, oh yeah, you go and you find yourself on doing this trail. But the thing is that's like, you're camping though, aren't you?
You're camping, yeah. You're gonna have to.
Yeah. Unless
the trail goes through towns,
Yeah.
Which it won't. There's going to be long stretches where you're going to be camping. You're going to be going for 2 days on that.
Well, we'll get into,
because it's quite a vast country, the United States.
And that's what I was gonna say when you said, "Oh, it should exist over here." I'm just like, I mean, it should, it should, but it can't really. I
because
mean,
there's so many people. There's so many like little towns, and they're spaced out from each other. Yeah,
towns are very spread out for the
very
most part.
spread out. Yeah,
unless you get up into New England or maybe this Pacific Northwest, but still, I think there's just a lot of, as you say, vast
open countryside.
Yeah,
where there's nothing but the prairie dogs. And
I mean, here in Texas, for instance, some towns are like, you're driving for 30 minutes before you get to the next town.
I mean, you're driving 30 minutes just to get downtown here.
but I mean,
yeah.
But what I mean is, there's 30 minutes of open space between one town and the next, and that's in a car.
That's in a car.
So, like, that would
that would take you, a good 8 hours.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
Oh, maybe not. Actually, that would take you more than 8 hours, wouldn't it?
well, I'm not
Walking. Depending on what pace you're doing and,
if you stop and,
And of course, it's got to be on a trail.
And the other reason I don't think it could exist here is that we don't have public footpaths.
Yeah, I mean,
except for in like
nobody walks over
parks.
here. When they moved here, it was instantly, okay, someone invent a car.
Well, no, it's like you couldn't,
Or get on the horse.
and that may be part of the reason why you have to drive for a couple of the days in Vermont, because there may not be any sort of like
path.
It may be all
too mountainous.
No, it may
privately
be
owned.
It may be it may be all privately owned land.
Yeah.
In between, yes. And so it's like, oh no, you can't. You'd be trespassing if you go there.
Because the rules are in Britain. It's like the right to roam and the public right of way. If you bought land, or if you bought a house and you had land that traversed one of those public right of way, it's like too bad.
Yeah.
It's like that.
The public is supposed to stay on the path. They're not supposed to get off the path.
The minute they get off the path, they're trespassing.
Yeah. But the path does run through your land, whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, which is something that Jeremy Clarkson and all those people in the Cotswolds got wound up about.
And that as far as
I'm going to build a fence and stop them. So you cannot stop them.
I mean, maybe that exists in some states around this country, but for the most part, I don't think that really exists. If you're
no, you can't.
We have.
I mean, over here they've tightened all that kind of stuff up.
We have like public national and state parks that have hiking trails.
Go to them.
But we don't have like
just out on the land.
Yeah.
Free roaming.
Yeah. I mean, you can't do it. You can get in trouble,
Yeah.
Violators will be shot.
Violators will be trespassers will be eaten. That's what it was in New Orleans, isn't it?
Yeah. So
get the alligators in there.
I said, yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Trespassers will be eaten. Yeah. Get those alligators to eat them.
Yes.
No, but the Pacific Northwest Trail, that spans 3 states, and that's 1,200 miles.
Yeah.
So, and that's Washington, Idaho, and Montana.
And are there inns along the way?
I mean, I'm sure there's a few
motels
or something, but it's like they're very few and far between.
Yeah. God, that would be a beauty. I mean, I'm sure that's a beautiful.
You gotta hike a section. You gotta hike a section of it, or do a loop of it. They must have loops, because the Appalachian Trail. Yeah. That's like they've claimed that as the longest continuous trail in the world.
Yeah.
And that spans 14 states, 2,200 miles, and goes from Georgia to Maine. Which is quite the
hike.
Quite the hike, yeah. I mean, you couldn't do it in a day. So I can do it in a day. But yes.
How many miles is that? Does it say?
2,200.
Oh, 2,200.
2,200 miles, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think some of the best ones in the world are... That might have been the one that woman you saw on TikTok was...
Gosh, I wish we'd made a note. I'm not sure.
Tour de Mont Blanc. Because I saw a lot of people talking on Reddit about this
hers was just in France.
It might have been a section of it, though.
Maybe.
It's only 105 miles, though. Oh, maybe it isn't then. It's only 105 miles. And this 105-mile circuit traces the Massif of Mont Blanc, taking you across high mountain passes, emerald valleys, and glaciers. Hikers typically spend 8 to 11 days walking, sleeping in cozy refuges, mountain huts, or quaint village inns. Yeah, because I remember saw a lot of people going on her thing going, there's huts. There's huts. There's a lot of huts. Yeah, in the US. Yeah, you get to do huts.
I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that's like a cabin.
Like a cabin lodge or a log cabin or something, like a cabin in the woods, that kind of thing.
A hut. I mean, it makes me think of quite
Like you have like emergency medical
something quite
supplies
primitive,
there. You
like
might have like canned fish.
like you can camp. I mean, obviously, if you're hiking these trails in the United States, you're allowed to camp, whereas you can't in Britain,
Yeah,
or
there you
like
go.
or probably these trails in Europe either.
You have to. There's got to be designated camping spots
Yeah,
because
because a lot of them are going through private
ultimately
property.
that's because of the 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 travelers and stuff like that. They
Mm,
get, oh, you're a traveler, you're on my land,
yeah,
and oh, I'm gonna call the council on you or whatever, and
yeah,
it's like, no, we're just tourists camping.
yeah.
So they've got designated camping areas where people can make money.
I've
Whereas over here, it's kind of like there's a free roam, I guess, and you can camp anywhere you like, just as long as it's not. And I mean, there's just so much space over here that, nobody owns everything.
what do you mean free roam and you can camp wherever you like? What do you mean?
Well, you say we can camp and it's not illegal.
Okay, yeah. In national and state parks,
You can
I
camp.
think maybe you have to get like a camping permit when
Yeah,
you
I'm
go
not sure.
in.
I'm not sure. I think there's designated areas in like the national parks in the UK and stuff like
But
that.
once you have a
You
camping
can't just
permit,
camp anywhere, I think.
oh, I mean,
I could be wrong on that. Let me know.
no, I think
Get angry in the comments and
I'm
tell
pretty
me
sure
I'm
you
wrong.
can just camp, like you can just set up camp, like, oh, this looks like a good spot to set up camp,
Yeah.
as long as you're somewhere where camping is allowed. And
Oh.
and you may need a permit depending on where you are.
Oh, okay then.
But other
Okay,
than
so
that,
it's the same sort of thing then.
you just set up your tent, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like if you're hiking the Pacific Northwest Trail or the Appalachian
Yeah.
Trail, I'm sure you can probably just set up camp when you get tired, like as if you're Arthur Morgan, you know? It's just like, "Oh,
Arthur
okay.
Morgan
I think
camping on
I'm just going to set up my
the
camp
Oregon
here."
Trail, I was going to say, is a Red Dead Redemption trail.
I think you just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna set up camp now," and so that is a little bit that is nice
Yes.
about hiking over here, that you have
Hmm.
the ability to along those trails set up camp whenever you get tired and you don't have to forge on. Like, oh god, it's gonna get. What were we watching? Some couple we were watching do it.
The Cotswold Way.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. And I was
and
like,
the
when he
woman
was
fell and like cut her leg open
grazed
or
early and
something.
she had to rest for a bit, and he was kind of going, it's going to get
It's
dark
gonna
soon.
get dark. Okay, you rested up. We need to keep going. It's gonna
Yeah,
get dark.
and she was kind of like, I can't do it. Leave me here. Go on without me.
But yeah,
Go on without me.
that would suck, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You like. I mean, I guess you could call an ambulance if it was bad enough because
I mean, you're close.
not
You're
deep
close
in the
to. Yeah, you're not deep in like
wilderness.
No, yes, and I
Yeah.
mean that there's no predators or anything that's gonna get you either.
Well, that's the other thing that makes it so nice about hiking in Britain and in Europe, is it? I
Well,
don't
I
know
mean,
what
there's
kind of
some predators in
like
Europe.
what? What do they
Um,
have over there?
well, I think in Spain they have like snakes and stuff like that. I think.
Yeah, but I mean bears, mountain lions.
Maybe there's a few things.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look up. Let us know
I mean,
what kind of predators they
heavily
have.
heavily populated. I mean, the island of Britain, they pretty much cleared out everything. Humans were like, okay, yeah, these nasty predators, we need to destroy them. We can't
no
have
major
people walking
predators.
about here.
I mean, there are snakes in Britain.
There's adders, yeah. I think they might be poisonous, but
like
again,
hiking,
it's like we can't get rid of all of them.
but hiking these trails over here, you have to worry about cougars, you have to worry about snakes, you have to worry about bears, you have to worry about coyotes or wolves, depending on where you are.
And you have to worry about old Joe with his shotgun.
Well, not really.
Not really.
No.
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 No, because old Joe's too busy on Nextdoor wanting to kill all his neighbors.
No, I mean you're not going through private property on these trails. That's the point of the trail. It's
doesn't
like
matter. It's almost my land.
you can hike.
It's my land. You get off my land. It's Dutton Ranch.
But anyway.
Well, number 2 on this list. This is a list compiled by AI on Google. When you type it in, Nakasendo Trail in Japan.
Oh, this is a list compiled by AI, so we don't even know if these trails are real. Then
Well, they've got to be real because
Not necessarily. This could just be some absolute crap that
AI
somebody on
AI's
Reddit
like,
made
well,
up.
you know what? I'm gonna make this up.
No,
No,
it could be some absolute crap
AI
that someone on
says
Reddit made up.
it took it from Sunset Magazine, Condé Nast Traveler.
All right.
They've compiled it.
All right, we'll trust it then.
The Nakasendo Trail in Japan. It's an ancient historic route that traces the Edo period highway that connected Kyoto and Tokyo through the mountainous Kiso Valley. It is a much more cultural and leisurely in-to-in experience, passing through bamboo forests and preserved post towns. Now, Japan is a lot like Britain in that way. You know, it's an island, and they've got it all worked out.
Yeah.
You know, with like that kind of stuff. I mean, they've got it all worked out. I mean, you know, Britain doesn't have it all worked out. It's like, you know, it's they've got that kind of thing worked out. It's like, oh yes, everything's just so with those types of like trails, walking and all that.
Yeah.
They've got gardens and bamboo forests and, you know, the preserved like post towns. I mean, I guess that's like post-imperialism or something, you know.
I don't know. Post towns.
Yeah. And you can have nightly stays in traditional ryokans and minshukus, featuring tatami mats, natural hot springs, and multi-course
Oh my
kaiseki
god, that sounds
meals.
amazing.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what I mean. A lot of people, like, this is kind of like glamping, but even more so, you know? You know, even camping, you know?
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing where you just walk all day, and you work up an appetite and you're knackered and you get to this place and you just get a meal. And like some people are like, oh, I'm going to get food in town. It's like, why would you if you've got a place there, you know? It might be good.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if they all provide food for you.
I would have thought so. I would have thought like a lot of these companies that run these tours, they do deals with the inns. So they book you your accommodation. And it's kind of like, okay, we've got Dominic and Erica coming in from Texas.
Yeah.
They're going to do the Cotswold Way, I don't know, half the way, and it's like 3 or 4 inns on the route. Or whatever, you know, maybe it'll take 4 days, I don't know. So they'll have like a meal for us when we get there, you know. It's all like included in the price.
Yeah.
Unless, you know, a lot of them go, oh yeah, it's going to be extra for that bottle of wine. Sorry about that, you know. But so people who stop off in town and get food, it's kind of like, oh, well, you've paid for a meal.
Well, with the Cotswolds one, I do remember them saying that there were different levels. So, like, there's probably some of them that don't have, you know, you're on your own for food, you know, and it probably doesn't cost as much because potentially you can do food much cheaper. You know, than
potentially,
than it's going to cost it in one of these.
I mean, you know, obviously, like on your day hiking, you're going to bring water and you're going to bring some snacks, and you'll probably bring whatever they can offer you at the hotel that you stayed at. So you know, you've eaten your breakfast and you can take a few like I don't know, rolls or butter and jam and you know whatever.
Take butter in your pocket,
biscuits or something. I don't know what they would offer. You know.
Biscuits in your pocket.
Little biscuits, you know, for a little snack on the way. And you just sit on the bench and it's really lovely.
Oh, no sitting on the bench. You've got to go.
No, there is a
Does
5-minute
go
window.
With me? And we're just going to leave Dominic to go with someone else so
no,
they can just
be
go the whole time.
5-minute window
because he
to
will
sit
do my
on the
absolute
bench.
Head in.
Listen, I'm the fast walker, okay? I'm a fast walker.
No, but it would be a problem for me. I mean, watching that woman's video in France, like, how are you just gonna like, oh no, we've got to keep going, go, don't stop and look over there. Don't look at how beautiful the hills, rolling hills.
You're obviously gonna have to, like, if you want
to
to take a detour and check out something and go, oh, this is cute, and spend like, you know, half an hour looking at something, you've got to make it up, though. You've got to quicken the pace. And that's what I'll be telling you. It's like, this means, you know, more miles.
That's what you'll be telling me, Willie.
I'll be like, this means more miles,
you know.
What
a wonderful trip this will be.
It's like, you just stop in to pet that goat and just like have a little cheese board here or whatever. It's like...
You guys, I don't know if I've ever told you.
We're going into extra time here. It might be penalty shootout.
I don't know if I've ever told you guys this story before. I probably have, but anyway.
Yeah.
The first time I went to Britain, we were looking at everything. We were going everywhere. We had a tour booked to Leeds Castle in Kent.
Oh, don't even.
where we had to take a little bus or a van or something from London to Leeds Castle.
Leeds Castle is not in Leeds.
No, I said it was in Kent.
In Kent, yes, yeah.
And so then we're there all day, touring the castle, touring the grounds. They have a lovely hedge maze there.
Oh, she had to go in the hedge maze.
And what do you call it? Where they had the birds, and they were like,
aviary.
"Hello, you all right?"
Yeah, there was an aviary there.
They had birds that talked to you
parrots.
with a British accent. It was really cute. Ponds with swans and just all kinds of stuff to look at. And it took up the whole day pretty much. And so we were ready to go. And of course, this is my first time in Britain. So I'm like stopping and taking pictures of absolutely everything. Squirrels and swans and trees.
That was the first time we'd met too. Well, I mean, not, we'd met before in London, obviously, but it was the first trip over, so the first time we'd met in person.
Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, we're gonna go back to the bus now, or the van or whatever. And I'm there and I'm like, oh no, I want to stop. I need to take another picture
of this little thing.
And he's just kind of like, okay,
I didn't say anything.
You were a little bit irritated. And I was just like, okay. I thought you were just getting annoyed at me that I was like
taking
photos, so many pictures.
No.
And I was like, why do you care if I'm taking so many pictures? And I was just like, okay.
Why do you care? It's like, no, there's a 30 picture limit.
Yeah, you didn't say anything, but you were just like
30 picture limit, and
like,
you're going over it. You're 31 right now.
And so then I'm like, okay, we can go. And then we go, and literally everybody was back on the bus. They were sitting there waiting for us for I don't know how long.
It was probably only like a couple of minutes, to be fair.
But the guy did say something like,
"Where have you been?"
No, he didn't.
He said, "Dominic, why didn't you kick her ass and get her in here?"
No, he didn't. He was just like, "Oh, I don't know what I can't remember."
He says,
that was years ago.
Yeah, I don't remember him saying anything.
Yeah, he did. He said something.
He says, "Oh, it's you, is it?"
No, he was just like, "Oh, last
one's on,"
or something.
Oh, was it the driver or was it someone else?
No, someone else. Like, oh, those twats, they're finally here.
Probably. It's like, sorry, last one's on, and they just give you daggers the whole way back to London because, oh yeah.
And I was just like, oh no, I was like, oh my god,
because it was like we're going to be back at the bus at 4:00.
Yeah, but I had no way. I didn't know what time it was.
Yeah, but I've come to realize in our marriage that telling you a time doesn't really
That's not true.
Yes, it does.
You're exaggerating. I'm on time for things. No, but I didn't.
You're on time in your own head for things.
I didn't have a phone. I didn't have a watch. It was totally up to you. And you were like,
you didn't have a phone?
No.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were using my phone, weren't you? Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
this has turned into the nostalgia trip now.
My phone didn't work over there, so I didn't even have it on.
Yeah, this was the days when phones didn't work in other countries.
And it was just like I mean, it turned on, but it didn't.
It turned on, but it was just like a little sad face, and it was like, oh, there's no service.
Yeah.
Erica.
So it was totally up to you to tell me what time.
I thought you knew though. I just, this is the problem. I assumed you knew what time. Because I probably said, okay, we have to leave here by 4 because that's when the coach is leaving.
And I'm like, okay, you tell me when 4 is because I don't know.
And when I must have done. No. I must have said, okay, let's head back now.
Yeah,
because
you
it's 4:00.
Said, let's head back now.
Yeah. And when I say let's head back now, it wasn't like, oh, it's 12:00. Let's head back and just squander these 4 hours.
He just loved me
on the
so
bus.
much in those days. He was like, "Oh no, I can't get mad at her."
Yes, I wasn't getting mad because I was
cute.
Like, okay, why are you taking pictures? Because I'm so cute. It's like, no.
Okay, all right. Anyway, get back to the point. Anyway,
no, and I still do love her so much because I know her now. I know how she is now.
And you
Go.
have to tell me when it's 4 o'clock now.
I tell you, it's 4 o'clock, and you're like, oh no, we have to get to the coach.
That was the day you learned that you must tell me when it's 4 o'clock.
It is time for you to go back to the bus.
But yeah, so anyway, I can only imagine what it would be like us in,
hiking about
and
Europe,
I'm trying to see
and
things,
it would have to be the UK first
pictures,
because we're not trying to do this in another language.
And I'm trying to take pictures, and you just all irritated because I'm stopping to take pictures of everything.
I was irritated. You want to talk about irritation? when the iCloud filled up in Edinburgh, and you were livid. That almost ruined your entire trip. And I was like, it's okay, we can just get more storage. No.
Speaking of Scotland.
No, we're talking about Alta Via.
Oh, right, okay.
Alta Via 1, the Dolomites in Italy. And it's a world famous route.
The Dolomites, but that's a mountain range.
Yeah, you can walk them.
What am I?
How do you think people got out
music? Like what?
How do you think people got out of Switzerland?
I'm not trying to hike mountains, okay? Like, I love Italy.
I'm not trying to hike mountains. We're not climbing them.
I'm not a mountain climber.
There's paths. You won't even know you're up there until you're up there.
Did you have the?
You turn around.
This is so random, but it just came to mind. Did you have the prices right in Britain, didn't you?
Oh,
for some reason,
yeah, maybe. We had versions of it, I think, yeah.
I can't remember what the game was, but they're trying to guess the price, and every time they get it wrong, there's a little guy on the side of a mountain, and he's got his little pack, because he's a mountain climber, and he would go up higher and higher. The music, every time they got the price wrong, or they weren't close enough, or whatever it was. And then once he got to the top of the mountain, he'd fall off.
Yeah, that sounds like riveting TV, that does.
I'm not trying to climb mountains.
We're not climbing mountains. We're just doing the paths.
All right.
You hike past jagged limestone peaks and World War I historical sites, stopping each night at refugios.
We're in the valley
that serve gourmet Italian and Tyrolean food and local wine. Like in the Tyrol. Yeah, because, I mean, you're going to be doing the Dolomites.
It's like the valley.
It's a perfect marriage of rugged alpine beauty and northern Italian hospitality.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, yeah, this is like flat land. You can be walking and there's just mountains there.
I'm going to look at TikTok and see if I can find somebody doing that route.
Doing the Alta Via one.
Yeah, I'm curious what that looks like.
Yeah, it's going to be a hike, and I mean, you know, like you were saying, oh, this girl, she's not in shape for it, and you're talking about who's doing the Cotswold Way, and she's she's not in shape for it. She's skinny, but she's not in shape, so she's like, it's knackering her.
I mean, you can be skinny and not in shape.
Yeah, and I mean, sure, this would be
and we would definitely be not in
like
shape.
rolling our ankles on the Dolomites.
Oh my God.
And you just have
We'd
to
be
sit
falling
there.
off the edge like that mountain climber in the game in the Price
And the
is
audience
Right.
would be just like, whoa! But yes, there's the West Highland Way in Scotland, which is Scotland's premier long-distance trail, and it covers 96 miles from Milngarvey, just outside Glasgow, to Fort William. The route traverses the spectacular
Fort William was up sort of by Inverness, wasn't it?
And, yeah.
Oh, God, that's going to be such a pretty...
The route traverses the spectacular landscapes of the Scottish Highlands, Loch Lomond, and the desolate, moody expanse of the Rannoch Moor. Rannoch! The Rannoch Moor. Be up there now. No, that would be, because, I mean, we've done that in a little coach.
Yeah.
A little coach. It was just like a double-decker bus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we were at the top deck in the front, so we had best viewing.
Yeah.
And that was genius of me. I pat myself on the back for that.
You do get all the credit for that, because
Yes.
I didn't think about that
Didn't
at all.
think about it at all, did you? I was like, got to get to the front so we can see, like, we're driving.
Yeah.
But we're at the top and we can see out.
Oh,
and we
God,
can see over the hedges. The hedges that you hate.
If you guys ever get the opportunity to just ride a bus from, I guess, Glasgow or Edinburgh up to the Highlands, just pick somewhere in the Highlands and get a bus to there. It's the most beautiful, breathtaking landscapes that you've ever seen. I mean,
You got
it's
to tell
just.
people what you said when we were halfway through it.
I don't know what I said.
You turned to me and you said, "What in the Harry Potter nonsense is
Oh,
this?
yeah. And I just thought watching it with, especially when we were coming
What am I
back,
looking at here?"
because it had been kind of raining and it had been drizzly, so like all the little tiny waterfalls were
Hmm.
filled with water and the water was trickling down. I'm assuming they're not always like that because they were very little,
Yeah.
but they were so in the distance. I, and I obviously just have not traveled enough because I'm sure other people have seen it, but I had
Yeah.
never seen it in person. The waterfalls were so in the distance that they looked like in a painting. They just looked like a white strip like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like someone had painted
And
it.
like so many of them. Like just waterfalls everywhere. Little teeny waterfalls. And I just thought it's no wonder like how fairy tales came out of this kind of landscape. You know what I mean? It just looked so magical.
So mystical, so magical.
Yeah. Probably one of my favorite places I've ever been in Scotland.
Yes, and we'll need to go back there, and we'll probably need to drive ourselves the next time. And you're doing the driving.
Yeah, no, I'm scared of that. So
I can film you driving. But yes, no, it is quite an experience that. So.
Yeah,
traversing the Highlands in a,
I just can't imagine the hiking actually, though.
You'll
now
be
that
traversing
now that I'm thinking about it logically.
Historic glens and finishing near Ben Nevis with nightly stays in traditional Highland B&Bs.
You would need all
cozy
the
pubs.
rainproof everything. You would just be drenched by the time you got to your destination, probably.
Yes, the climate does drizzly rain and maybe some heavy rain too. Hopefully the temperature will be cooler than 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
Maybe if you went in the summer.
That is the worst thing, is walking in rain when it's humid, hot, when it's like...
because you've got to have pants and jacket on.
And you're just...
boots.
You're literally like, you've got a nylon jacket on that's a rainproof. Doesn't breathe, so the moment you take it off, it's just like whoosh, the steam from your body goes whoosh.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
And if you wear glasses like us, you have to have your glasses on so you can see. So they need to make windshield wipers on your glasses.
Like Scrooge McDuck in DuckTales. He used to his windscreen wipers.
Yeah.
That cracked my mother up so much.
Well, I mean,
him in his windscreen wiper glasses.
I mean, they need that. That's like a real thing.
That's something that is like, Scrooge McDuck was Scottish. It's like, that's something that would have been invented by a Scotsman. the little wipers on the glasses. We've got the Camino de Santiago in Spain, which is the world's most famous pilgrimage trail, apparently.
I haven't seen anybody do it.
AI is just like, this is the world's most famous.
It's always just the Cotswolds walk.
Well, it's
like
Americans doing somewhere where they speak English.
Where they speak English,
yes.
Yeah, I'm going to have to Google some of these other walks. Well, no, because they speak English in Scotland, but I've never seen anybody do that walk either.
Well, they're scared of Scotland, aren't they?
You know what? Speaking of Britain, though.
They think, if I touch a stone there, I might go back to 1600s.
I did see, I think it was that girl I was just showing you, the one doing the Cotswolds walk, said she wanted to do that. She was enjoying it so much. Oh, no, actually, it was the woman in France. She had also done the Cotswolds.
There's a lot in Ireland, too.
Walk, and that's why she was doing the one in France. And she said... that she was enjoying doing these so much that she wanted to do. There's one that goes coast to coast in England.
Yes.
I don't know if it's just a hike, though. I don't know that it's an end-to-end hike. I think it's just a hike. But
coast to coast trail.
But that reminded me that you said they also opened up, or they're about to open up, the entire coast.
Yeah, I think they have done it.
The coast of... It's just
I think
England,
Charles
though,
did
isn't
it. King Charles did it.
I think it's just England. It's not all of Britain.
It's the entire coast of England.
So it's not going from coast to coast, like across the middle of Britain.
It goes to like Bristol,
it
all the
goes
way
along the
around.
coast. Yeah.
All the way around up to like Cumbria, Northumberland, at the border with Scotland.
Yeah.
And then there's maybe one that's like, that goes down from like Carlisle or somewhere,
Yeah.
there.
They need to figure out a way to make that an in-to-in walk also.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how expensive that would be,
the
though.
Coast to coast is that'd be quite a good walk, actually, especially through the middle bit of like the north of England,
Do you mean the coast to coast, meaning the one that because I think there's
the one that
also
goes from like
through the middle of England.
Yeah,
it goes from the west coast to the east coast.
Yeah,
through the middle.
Yes, that's the one. It goes from the Lake District to the North Yorkshire Moors,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because the Lake District's on the west coast and the...
Oh, is it on the coast?
I mean, it's near enough. It's there, I don't exactly know which... from St. Bees, apparently, I don't know where that is, to Robin Hood's Bay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and that's quite a narrow stretch for the north of England. So you could probably do that in a couple of days, maybe. The walking grade difficulty is level 3 to 4. So.
I mean, I don't know 6 to 8.
6 to 18 days. 6 to 18 days.
6 to 18.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah, I mean, I guess because you're just kind of like.
Depends.
Doing a couple of miles this way, and then it's just
Depends if you're like Erica.
Yeah, 6 to 18 days. Unless you're Erica, then it's like maybe 3 months. But yes.
But yeah, so I'd like to look at the Spanish one, the Italian one.
The Camino de Santiago is the several routes. The Camino Francis is the most popular. Stretching 500 miles across northern Spain, most hikers tackle the final 100 kilometers to earn their Compostela certificate. Yeah, because I think you can do that in Vermont too. If you hike from the south to the north, the state length of it, you get like a certificate and get put in a registry, and I think you get nominated to as president as well. Then so it's like. So there's advantages to it, But speaking of Vermont, there is an in walking tour. Apparently, it's southern Vermont, offers gorgeous and gentle network of trails that trace old carriage roads, woodland paths, and quiet country lanes.
Oh,
yeah, I know. I've always wanted to the Pacific Northwest and. The Atlantic Northeast, I guess. I mean, that's not even a region, I guess, but it's just like New England, I guess you call it.
I always say New England.
Those are my top 2 places in the U.S. I want to visit. I mean, I've pretty much covered all of Texas now, haven't I?
Yeah, and sort of the middle
of the South.
Yeah.
Haven't been to Georgia or Alabama yet.
No, we haven't been that.
Or North Carolina or South,
I've
or even down to everyone's favorite state, Florida.
Yeah, but yeah. So anyway, that's interesting, and
that's very interesting. We hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of walking to do. I don't know how
we do, because we got to be back in time for dinner.
I really genuinely would like to do some of these, though.
Yeah, no, I think we could do like a loop or one of them,
Yeah.
Before we get too old and decrepit and because I always remember that one. Going, oh yeah, do it when you're young. Do it when you've got control of your faculties, and everything. You don't want to be retired at 65 and you're gonna go hiking about Europe with a bad hip or bad feet or whatever, and just kind of like
but I mean sometimes that's the only time people that's the only time people have to do it in. So you do it when you can do it, and that's it.
You do it when you can do it, or in Erica's case, do it whenever.
Okay.
Because you take so long.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode. Let us know if you've ever done any of the walks that we mentioned. Or if you would like to. Maybe it would be fun to like I actually saw someone in the comments was like this woman that I was watching because she was doing it completely alone, which I mean, it would feel like really good. You'd feel great about yourself doing it alone.
Mm.
But I also think like, oh God, what if you do fall, or what if, a snake bites you or something, like I think it would be nice to go with somebody if you possibly can. If you can't, then yeah, do it alone. But some people in her comments were like, would you be interested in organizing a walk for a group of us?
Yeah, you can build custom routes on some of these
have
trails.
anybody. I don't know anybody who would like to do this with me, but I'd love to do it, and I'd be interested in a lot of women
a lot of women getting together
who are similar, let's all get together and do it. And I think something like that would be fun. Go in a group and, you can all support each other.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Is like, you okay back there, Gladys? Oh, Gladys.
Sometimes it's more fun to do things in a big group, even if you don't know, because it's just like once you've achieved it at the end, you have somebody to reminisce with.
And you do your,
you know what I mean? Like you could potentially text those people and go, "Oh God, remember when
so and so fell and broke her ankle on the Cotswold Way?" And she said, "Go on without me, go on," and we just did. I wonder what happened to her. Poor old Gladys.
But at the same time, I can definitely see the appeal of doing it on your own, and you just feel like, yeah, I did that. I don't need anybody. I can do it. I'm so strong and independent. I mean,
yeah.
Anyway, we're just rambling now. So
you're just rambling.
Thank you for tuning in, as always.
That's quite funny because rambling means walking.
Yeah.
There you go. You see, you did it. You're now not in the cycle lane.
Thank you for tuning in. As always, we appreciate your support. Shout out to our patrons for their continued support. We appreciate you guys, especially. If you don't follow us on social media, give us a follow. We're at TButty, TEABUTTY across all socials. And we'll talk to everybody next time.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.